The city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Right, that's just a test.
Let's hear what it sounds like.
Well aware that genius. 3, car. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. Agonize and hunger drew a million from the land. They journeyed not for fortune, their motive wasn't greed. Voyage of survival across the stormy sea. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. I'm trashing Larnahatia, they live on Gorta War. Hit the run, the Upras, living million on their war. On Severus, Serna into, Don Glory, bit here. Extracle this, a Connery, of anywhere on more. Erie got her war Chicago. Yes, on the head of we score. Tadini out, extreme too. Here the hill to do the goal. Some of them knew fortune, some of them knew fame. More of them knew hatchet and died upon the plains. They spread throughout the nation, they rode the railroad cars, rocked their songs and stories to ease their lonely heart. Oh, Dagan! Hear the sound of Chicago as the evening shadows fall. There are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Right on Cooby Severus, right then a clue is Kyle. Rihanna and Dungearan, this Kyle where on money. Like Schuler foot the chin here, like Power earring no. Like Scott Jones the Fria, the Versailles dog which wrong. Here he got her war Chicago. Yes on the head of his skull. Tadini out. There the hill to do the goal. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming Thank you guys. We are the Chancers. Very happy to be back with you fine people here at Murphy and Sons Irish Bistro. Great little spot to get your food and your drink. And that was Declan Dillon up there doing a little bit of stepping for us, a little bit of dancing. Quite good. Where are we off to now, Rich?
Some say the devil is dead. Whoop!
I doubt it.
Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again and joined the British Army. See the pigs and look the cow, look the cow, look the cow. See the pigs and look the cow, look early in the morning. Cock a leg, paddy there, paddy there, over here. Cock a leg, paddy there, it's time to stop their yard. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again to join the British Army.
Katie, she is tall and then she's tall and then tall and then. Katie, she is tall and then she likes a drop of brandy. Drinks a little lady's night, drinks a little lady's night, drinks a little lady's night, it makes her nice and grand.
Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again to join the British Army.
Man, he's 6 foot tall, he's 6 foot tall, 6 foot tall. My man, he's 6 foot tall, he likes to jug of candy. Goes the bell at 6 o'clock, goes the bell at 6 o'clock, goes the bell at 6 o'clock. Lazy back and bang.
Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again to join the British Army.
Right, she has a hairy thing, a hairy thing, a hairy thing. Right, she has a hairy thing, she showed it to me Sunday. Going over to your shop, going over to your shop, going over to your shop. It's going back on Monday.
Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again to join the British Army.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. As Pat said, we are the Chancers. The Chancer is a person who pretends to know what he's doing, kind of like the American presidents, do you know what I mean? Or people like that. Now the next tune we're going to do is a song from our album of original material, of which we are gathered here today to celebrate that fact. Now, just to be clear, I never had any interest in doing a fucking album until Pat said, you know, I think we should do an album. And I'm the type of person, if you give me half an idea, or even just a little bit, I'll run with it. And I became obsessed with the idea of doing an album. Now, so Pat and I have worked very hard on this for 2 years. And the first tune we're going to play for the album is a song called Cowboys Ted. Now, it's an interesting tune. It's all about tradespeople. But in Ireland, when we get a tradesman, like a plumber or an electrician that's terrible, we call them a cowboy. Now, I've lived in many countries all over the world. And I say this all the time now, and it's at my peril. The worst city in the world for tradespeople, you're fucking sitting in it. The electricians and plumbers and carpenters I've had to deal with in the state of Illinois are shocking. I don't know what the crack is. I don't know what the story is. Now maybe I've just gotten bad ones.
Yeah, you're unlucky.
But I had a plumber once, he fixed the shower and the toilet didn't work. That's not a joke. Had an electrician once fixed the lights, all the fucking outlets didn't work. That's no joke. And you can't say it's just people from that country or this country. It's every one of them. I don't know what the crack is. So we'll dedicate this to all the tradespeople out there, the cowboys, my friends. So on that note, my friends, we'll see you on the other side of the cowboy song. Well, it's the start of the day. The cowboy needs a big hook to take. The gear in the back of the van. I tell you now, horse, I'm your man. First job of the day, the place won't light. When it comes to payment, don't be tight. All your lights need a place of misses. 'Cause I won't be out digging ditches today.
Cowboys said they're a bunch of cowboys. Cowboys said they're a bunch of cowboys.
Cowboys tradesmen and I'm your man. A few will win and the better be the cash in me hand. Oh, well, job of the day. The old one didn't give me a cup of tea. The bill just went up another 50. Fix your lights on Tuesday. Well, fix your lights on Tuesday. Well, once a rich Tuesday. Now it's off to the lunch for the Carvery. On a single sign. Poverty today.
Cowboys said they're a bunch of cowboys. Cowboys said they're a bunch of cowboys.
Johnny Nixon, the cowboy tradesman, and I'm your man. That's what American enough fucking used to me. Oh, well, last job of the day. There's not much more that I can say. The man from the county council's after me. I didn't pay the planning permission fee. Back the commoners and the boys were cheaper than the skip. The doctor with my name on left in the tip. And that's how I'm Johnny Nixon. Is that why the county council fixer tonight? They're a bunch of cowboys, my own. Now the next tune we're going to do is from the album, and we're going to get a special guest up to play with us on this particular tune. And this particular special guest is very special to us because it's Pat's better half.
That's right.
And a round of applause there, a boola for Susan here is going to play. And she's going to play now violin on the next couple of songs with us now. And the first tune here is called The Great Cavan Lark. And this is a song all about a wedding that took place in County Cavan in Ireland. The wedding that I'll talk about here is my own wedding. Which how many years ago was this? I can't even remember. When did we get married? 2013, a while ago. Anyway, all the stuff that happens in this story, in this song, is all true. And it honestly sounds like an insane session, because it was. It was a mental session. I remember half of it. Anyway, we call it the Great Cavan Lark, because in Ireland, when we refer to someone who's acting the fool or messing around, we say, what's the crack with this lark going on over here? What's the story there? Where in America, you would say, what? Who's acting the what? What would you say? Who's acting the jack-off or whatever stupid phrase you use, you know what I mean? But anyway, this is a lovely little tune called The Great Cavan Lark, so hopefully you enjoy this, my friends. And remember that Susan up here playing violin.
Yeah, I did know this came with. That's good stuff.
will be had. Now in the cabins I swing into Bailey, Burrow, Tesco, fill up me trolley like an alco, then get a pint of plain in the hideout, forgetting of my stomach fallout. A good dose of the shite is one of the plights, and the greatest of my oversights. A Polish lad with a GPS and a Land Vegas sun gas, hatcheting in songs for us and creating fuss. Now Loxkey is certainly not by the sea, but it's the greatest place to be. Now back at the cabin, Sean and Sally, a slip of the wrist, and God knows what else. Now Anto makes a strong old cocktail, while the Yanks would make head in our tail. Now Seamus is singing George on my mind, but Georgia wasn't that way inclined. Now Gil is robbing a black statue, causing a riot, hullabaloo. Now Cabocastle and Cabin and the grounds in me. A portrait of Cromwell gawking at me. Back the road, back to Dublin, I can't hold back my cheeky little grin. I got a flash back from last night. By Christ, I think we did what was right. We tore the Cromwell from his frame, poured petrol on him like it was rain. With one little spark, us lads left our mark, and that's what they call the Great Cabin Lark. Cabocastle and Cabin and the grounds in need. A portrait of Cromwell no longer gaunts at me. Been welcome, my friends.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. It means a great bit to Rich and I and our families that you're able to be here tonight with us as we celebrate the album launch and just a bunch of good Irish music, you know. Murphy's is the place to do it at too, so thank you for being here. Thank Murphy's and the staff. Lovely people. Make sure you take good care of them as they're taking good care of you.
Right, the next tune is No Ballads. You may know it, you may not know it. It's a lovely old tune. It's about the prodigal sons and the prodigal daughters and however else you identify as. It's 2025, you know yourself. What's the crack? Right.
Well, I've been the Wild Rover for many's the year, and I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with the golden great sword, and I never will play the Wild Rover no more. And it's no, they never, no, they never no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. Oh! I went down to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. Well, I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I could have any day, and it's no, they never, no, they never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. Oh! I dug into my pocket, pulled out sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes up in and the lines of the best. And the words that I spoke sure were only in jest, and it's oh, they never. No, they never no more will they play the White Rover. No, never no more.
On to Susan now, on to Susan now. Whoop, on to Susan. Up, baby, long, baby.
Wonderful clapping out there, I gotta say, very good, very good. Now the sad verse. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And if they caress me as of times before, sure I never will play the White Rover no more, and it's no day never. No, they never no more will I play the White Rover. No, never no more. Here's the last time, it's no day never. No, they never no more will I play the White Rover. No, never no more. Lovely, great stuff, you guys.
We're a Mahgo, my friends. Now the next tune we're going to do is another lovely ballad, because all Irish ballads are lovely, isn't that right? Now, the next tune is written by a great man named Ewan McCall, and I suppose we'll dedicate this to all the politicians out there. This tune is called Dirty Old Town.
Dirty old town, it's a dirty old town, and the clouds are drifting across the moon. The cats are frowning on the reef. Spring's a girl from the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town, and I heard rats hiding from the docks. Saw that train set the night on fire. They smelled the spring and the smoky wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town.
On to Susan.
Dirty old town,
dirty old town, the dirty old town. I'm gonna make me a big sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in fire. Arrow chop the Yahoo down like an old dead tree.
Seems like someone said.
Dirty old town, dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks wall, cleaning the green by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town.
Don't forget me all home events. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. So Susan and her fiddle playing is featured on the new album of original material. What are we calling the thing? Double in Chicago. So anyway, we have an album of original material. We're happy to be presenting it to you tonight. Set and on the table over there should you like to purchase it. And we thank you for your patronage and being here with us for some good Irish music at Murphy and Sons.
Thank you again, and I'll say it once and I'll say it again later on. Don't fucking listen to us on Spotify. If you want to listen to our music, buy a fucking CD from us. Spotify is shit. We make no money from Spotify. Make sure, no one does. Make sure to buy a CD from us if you're interested. Do you know what I mean? If you want to support an artist, buy the t-shirt, buy the LP, you know yourself.
How do you feel about the Amazon music now?
I don't like them either.
Ah, very good. Very good.
We're on all of them as I checked this morning. So anyway, my friends, this next tune is called Deal With It. It's a track on the album and it features Susan again on the violin there. And we'll take this away now.
Yeah, so Susan got me to do that genealogy thing where you spit in the tube and you figure out whether you're this, that, or the other thing or whatever. And this song was my retort. My lady said to me, let's try internet sorcery. For $200, you can get a 23andMe. So he sent off a DNA. Entrusted to the internet. I knew my people were Irish. I didn't have to bet. Try insecure, spit in the tube, and soon you'll see. Farty was from the first island you'd hit swimming east. But the water's wide, so show respect to those still there. Thank God your ancestor landed here to pay your return fare. Ancestry report, and the song is my retort. Like Paul Hill tried to say, it'll be laughed out of court. They say I'm mostly British and Irish, and I'll tell you why. You claim the North and made many an Irish mother cry. Go ask Michelle if she thinks the O'Neills were ever British. If yes, then I'll shut up and go play a game of Quidditch. Like many a Chicagoan, I rep Kerry, Clare, and Mayo. But don't hate me because I also carry Antrim on my back row. Just deal with it. You'll find us in North and South America, Australia, even Japan. Now who among long you can say you've never had fun with an Irishman. So I'm begging you, please stand by old Ireland these next 10 years. If it all works out for Start and I will buy you a few beers. Us Irish might be stuck for cash or numbers in foreign lands, but we know a good pub and the ways to find helping hands. You can get paid while we send text trials with fear, and the calls will get stronger and stronger year by year. Those bastards saying, come on, yeah, just leave it be. Us chancellors will gladly sing them a history lesson for free. Where you're forcing the border to embolden your constituents. When you burned us out of homes, then label us the miscreants. But we're free to speak now, unlike our grandpa such and such. So go on, call London, tell them the Irish quit giving a fuck. We don't let someone don't rule us out. It's you are giving us stuff just cause to shout. We're in this world the same, forever and a day. We're Irish, so just deal with it.
We're going to meet them all, my friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Who said that? Who said that? Ah, there you are. How are you?
Oh, you Liam, we have a special present over here for you, Liam. Don't worry, the Centex is in the bag. Does anyone get that
We
joke?
have it covered.
Alright, the next show now is going to be the last one we feature Susan on the violin. And this is a lovely tune from the occupied 6 counties. This is called Tell Me Ma. You may know this tune, of course. And it's a lovely dance song. And I suppose we're going to dedicate this to all the Irish people living in the 6 counties in Ulster, which are still occupied by the British government, might I add. The Chancellors have not forgotten that fact.
Certainly not.
Very good, very
certainly
good.
not. Super. Great job clapping out there. Thank you, Susan, for joining us for a few
Round of applause again for Susan.
Very good. Very good.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Very good. Thank you very much. Now again, the next tune we're going to do is another song from the album, and this is called Brown Bread. In Dublin, when we think someone's going to die, we're going to say to them, "You're going to be brown bread." Or when we want to beat somebody up, we'll say, "You are brown bread." So this tune is all about that. Now, in this song, it talks all about my brother. Does anyone have a younger sibling in the audience? Yeah, they're a pain in the arse. Now, I'll tell you why. Every time someone would push my little brother around in the schoolyard, I was always called over to rectify the problem. Everything in this song is true. Sometimes I wonder about my childhood, how I survived. But on that note, my friends, this tune is called Brown Bread, and we'll see you on the other side of it.
Looking out for this fella at the end of the day, cycling on the way back to Bray. I spotted him and I jumped on me bike and I fell right into him. None too impressed, he looks like a ghost, getting smashed in two, and he has me lamppost. Slam him up against the wall, sit him in a sink. You're no head the ball, remember the family, you're only a prick that needs a few slaps. Turn on the tops, you're not dealing with saps. No acting a maggot, get it into your head, cause if you don't, you'll be brown red. Always digging and kicking up the lane, always looking for any kind of fame. Now all the boys are up for the crack, we have to get this bad if it's all the same. Whoa! Smashing off wing mirrors, cars we belted with bottles of Miller, acting a mick, and I have the scars. Foot in a hand dryer in the jacks, then on the trip to Supermax. UV markers in the leisure decks, Bondi lads on pints of fat frost, slamming up against the wall, sitting in the sink. You're no at the ball, remember the family, you're only a prick that needs a few slaps. Turn on the taps, you're not dealing with saps. No acting the maggot, get it into your head, cause if you don't, you'll be brown bread. Lovely your story, being all over this. Thank you guys. I had to explain that song, the meaning of that song, to a lady last night at a gig. She was 75 years of age. her specific question, well, she looked at the lyrics on the internet and she said, what does it mean the car's being belted with bottles of Miller? And what's acting the mick and I leave the scars? And what does it mean foot in a hand dryer in the jacks? She's genuinely lovely American woman, and I said in Ireland we call a toilet the jacks. And I remember a friend of mine, God rest him now, he's dead now,
but I distinctly remember we were 19, he got kicked out of a nightclub, and for whatever reason, he ran into the toilet of the nightclub and fucking fly kicked the hand dryer off the wall as like a fuck you to the establishment. Funny, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's what you do when you grow up in Ireland, you know what I mean? It's a different kind of crack. But anyway, then the next tune we're going to do is another original one. This is all about Halloween, and of course the Halloween, the Irish, we brought that to America, and I'm still waiting on reparations, by the way, on that one, you know what I mean?
We're still collecting to give it to you.
But anyway, this tune is all about what I would have got up to on Halloween in Dublin. It's not like Halloween in America. Halloween in America is very wholesome. It's lovely, actually. It's brilliant. Halloween in Ireland is not lovely. It's very drunk. It's very dangerous. Bonfires, fireworks, getting chased by the police, and all the rest of it. So this tune kind of captures the crack and the buzz of Halloween night in Ireland. And this tune is called Names and Addresses. Clambers of the ramblers, try not to break the ankles, up over the rocks, at the top of the hill, we'll do it, we will. The crouching tiger, and the flames rise higher, the flick of a match, engulfed in the moonlight, Mullins is still alive. Bank accounts touching hands, some call them old, but we call it gold, looking toward off. The spirits of sound with a bit of mischief. Fireworks are the weapons. We'll open up the heavens. Tonight the guards will stand up there. Black hats are everywhere, exploding in the air. Spirits won't fuck with us this year. Our mission is clear. Sketch! The pigs! Wolverines! Here they come! In the head! This again! Oh! Names and addresses, lads. Oh! Thank you very much. Now, as I said in that tune now, a lovely song. When you get chased by the police in Ireland, we don't call them the police, we call them the guards. When the guards chase you, they're never going to do anything. They might give you a slap or a smack of the bat. They're not going to shoot you, do you know what I mean? So you can have a bit of crack with the police in Ireland, do you know what I mean? Can't really do that in America. I'll leave it at that before I get into trouble.
So it's just exercise for everybody?
It's just
Not too
exercise.
serious?
Although most of the guards I dealt with were slightly weighty around the waist, do you know what I mean?
So you never heard the names and addresses, you were already gone.
Right, the next song we're going to do is a song written by the great Luca Bloom, and this is a song called The Bogman. And the Bogman is what you call somebody who is from, let's say, somewhere like Roscommon or County Kildare, where you find a bog. And the bog is where we cut turf in Ireland, and we burn turf, of course, on the fire. So Pat is going to introduce this with a bit of bow around there. hear the curlew sing. With the heather and the Moscow, and the turf flies, row after row, out there in the sun to dry. Breathing in as I walk on by, with the kids and dogs walking together, bringing in the turf, no matter what the weather. I'm a bog man. Deep down is where I come from. So many people look at the ball as a place that just lays there. Nothing to give to the body, nothing to give to the head. With the heather and the Moscow, and the turf flies, roll after roll, out there in the sun to die. Breathing in as I walk on by, with the kids and dogs walking together, bringing in the turf, no matter what the weather. I'm a dog man. Deep down is where I come from. I'd love to see Arizona and the West Australian side. My heart belongs to the precious wetlands. I know where the travel takes you, sure the bog will never leave you. Some people look for God above, down in the bog I found love. With the heather and the Moscow, and the turf flies, row after row, out there in the sun to dry. Breathing in as I walk on by, with the kids and dogs walking together, bringing in the turf, no matter what the weather. Oh, deep down, it's where I come from. I was walking along the seashore of a distant land. I was dreaming of Johnstown and all the boys and that. Standing on the pony in the corner field, and I cantered down the lane. I was heading for the yellow bog. A Paddy was on the sleigh. He was cutting deep into the turf. He was taking it on high. Jambo was catching on the bank, and Anto was spreading it out to the road. Footing it, clapping it together, bringing in the turf, no matter what the weather. I'm a bog man. Deep down, it's where I come from. You love a cup of tea by the turf fire, your arms around the heart's desire. Do you looking out the midnight light, shoot stars on the satellites. Turf smell warms the heart till the hugging and the kissing starts. Bog love surrounds you, it's a beautiful place to come to. I'm a bog man. Deep down, it's where I come from. I heard the Milltown bell ring out, the turf men pause to pray. Brady's coming down the meadow field with the bitty cans of tea. Nanny's got the basket on her arms to feed the hungry men. The Dowling girls are on the ball in the heat of the midday sun. I'm dreaming of the jet black road. Roots of the long old journeyman are calling me back home. From way out west in Canada, deep down in the lawn, to the yellow bog near Allenwood is the place where I belong. I'm a bog man. Deep down, it's where I come from. I'm a bog man. Deep down, it's where I come from. I'm a bog man.
Well done, Mary, this time. Lovely. That was by the great Luca Bloom. If you have a chance, check out Luca Bloom, B-L-O-O-M. Lovely man out of Kildare. Had a 50-year-long career and still going strong. So check him out, Luca Bloom.
So Ben, thank you very much. Those who bought the album before we started playing, much appreciated. It took 2 years to put together all original material. And as I said to you before, don't be listening to us on Spotify. Bollocks that. We get no money from Spotify. It's a fucking scam. Don't go near that. Buy the CDs from the artist. Or buy it from Bandcamp. Or buy a t-shirt. That's the way you support the artist, you know? Anyway, this next tune is called The Galway Races, and it's dedicated to the sketchy politicians out there. Of course, there's none of them in Illinois. Isn't that right, isn't it? None of them here.
Of course not. No.
I was at the Galway Races there a couple of weeks ago. I remember about 2 days of it. I'll say no more on that.
Oh, yeah.
I was there for 5.
I bet you didn't bribe a politician, though. You would never know that.
There was a few brown envelopes changed. Hey, do, tree, tatter. Hey, go, hey!
Well, as I rode down the valley town to seek for recreation on the 17th of August, meeting being elevated, multitudes assembled with their tickets at the station. Me eyes began to dazzle as I
from Chicago, the passengers from Dublin, and all the boys from Tip. There's passengers from Kerry, reporters from the nation. Remember Peter Brennan, so he joined the Galway Blazers with the white
Oh, the two for the Dilly Island. There were multitudes from Ireland, members from the Cage, or the boys from Connemara, and players and Mary Maidens. People from Cork City who were loyal, true and faithful, who brought home female prisoners from diverse foreign locations with the white for the two for the Dilly Island.
Now it's there you'd see confectioners, sugar sticks and dainties, the lozengers, the oranges, the drug dealers present. There's gingerbread and spices and chicken fillet rolls, big rugby for tuppence, we'll be picking while the ladies with the white
For the two for the Dilly Island. Oh, there you see the guns and the thimbles and the garbage, the sporting wheel of fortune with the 4 and 20 quarters, others with the sprinkles, belt and markers at parade, and her father will content her to be looking at his iPhone with the whack for the two for the Dilly Island.
Now it's there you'll see the pipers, the fiddlers competing, the nimble for the dancers, the tripping over the daisies, the loaders buying cigars, and all the boys with joints, the colours of the jockey, the green, the white, the orange with the white.
For the two for the Dilly Island. Well, there you see the jockeys and they're mounted out so stately, the pink, the blue, the orange, the green, the emblems of our nation. When the bell was rung for starting, now the horses seemed impatient. I thought they never stood around, their speed was so amazing with the white for the two for the Dilly Island. Here comes!
Now we have
500,000 people from all denominations, the Catholic, the Protestant, the Jew, the Presbyterian, and yet no animosity, no matter what the persuasion, will fudge your hospitality and juice and fresh acquaintance with the white for the two for the Dilly Island, with the white for the two for the Dilly Island.
all the my friends, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I heard that name, I heard that name. There'll be one coming up. Now the next tune we're going to do, my friends, is another lovely song from the album. This tune is called Tiger Eyes, and I suppose it's all about youth and all that sort of stuff, and missing youth, for whatever that is. So this features Pat on the accordion, my friends. Any of you know where the town of Dunleary is? That's where this tune is based.
Tiger eyes, tiger eyes, tiger eyes. Lonely lady, lonely lady, lonely lady, lonely lady. Tiger eyes, tiger eyes, tiger eyes, tiger eyes. You have tiger eyes, savage and wild. It's funny but your smell already knew
mine. A sigh of relief. Happy to see your love. Time to rise. Time to rise. Time to rise. Time to rise. I miss you. I miss those days. I miss your ways. I miss you. I miss those days. I miss your ways. Time to rise. Time to rise. Time to rise. Time to rise. We're getting on with it. See, the sweat pumping off me up here, I'm telling you. You always forget how stingy your sweat is. Fucking Jesus, sweat. Hey, and I'm wearing a short sleeve t-shirt. I should wear shorts from now on, maybe. Anyway, this next tune, my friends, is a lovely Irish ballad, as they all are. This tune is called God Save Ireland. And we're going to dedicate this tune now to all those who fought for Irish freedom and who still fight for this very day, albeit through peaceful means. Thank Jesus.
Thank God for that.
So, on that note, my friends, if you know this tune, sing along. If you don't, stroke your mobile phones, rattle the jewellery, or whatever you do, or rub your e-money. Anyway, God Save Ireland.
High upon the gallows trees, on the noble-hearted three, are the faithful tyrants stricken in their blood. But they met them face to face with the courage of their race, and they met with souls undaunted to their doom. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or on the battlefield we die, oh, what matter where for Ireland here we fall. Burned around with cruel foes, still their courage proudly rose, for they thought of hearts that loved them far and near. Of the millions true and brave, o'er the ocean swelling wave, and the friends of Holy Ireland ever dear. Oh! God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or on the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland do we fall. Gracias, Tony. Finally up the rugged stair rang their voices out in prayer. Then with England's fatal cord around them cast, those beside the gallows tree kissed like brothers lovingly, true to home and faith and freedom to the last. Oh! God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or on the battlefield we die, oh, what matter where for Ireland do we fall. Never till the latest day shall their memories pass away of the gallant lives that's given for our land. But on the cause must go through the joy that we were woe, till we make our nation free and grand at last. Oh! God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or on the battlefield we die, or no matter where for Ireland do we fall.
Thank you very much. Look at this legend, look at this legend. Come over here now.
Where ya?
Take that now, enjoy that, man. Good to see you, good to see you. See now, certain people in the room were given VIP tickets several months ago, and they get a little bit of a package, you know what I mean? Like,
They need to come and claim it.
the first thing in the package is their subscription to the Rat, you know? I'm only joking, or am I? Now the next tune, my friends, is all about an interesting side in Irish history. We had a horrible thing in Ireland called the landlords, where the Brits sent over their minions and they controlled all of our land, and us Irish had to work on that land, and it was awful treatment we got. But anyway, this tune is all about getting our back. This man's very happy over there, isn't he? You're watching your hand-dead game over there. Anyway, this is called The Boys from the County Hell, this tune, and it's written by the great Shane MacGowan, my friends. Now, interestingly enough, these landlords, the only way they were getting out of Ireland was two ways, really two options in the 19-teens and 1920s. People like my great-grandfather did this. They were taken over to the mountains and told one of two things. You can leave on a boat, or you can be put in the ground. And unfortunately, an awful lot of those landlords got a bullet in the back of the head. And unfortunately, we had to do that. And if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have the Irish Republic that we have today. So on that note, my friends, the boys from the County Hell. On the first day of March, it was raining worse than anything I had ever seen. I drank 10 pints of beer, and I cursed all the people there. I wished that all this rain would stop falling down on me. And this bendy 10 pounds, why you're doing, or wake me early in the morning. At the time I was working for a landlord, he was the meanest bastard you had ever seen. To lose a single penny would leave an awful sore. He was a miserable bollocks and a bitch's bastard whore. And it's bendy 10 pounds, why you're doing, or wake me early in the morning. I recall that we took care of him one Sunday. We took him out the back and we broke his fucking balls. Maybe that was dreaming, or maybe that was real. For all I know is I left the place without a penny off that call. And it's bendy 10 pounds, why you're doing, or wake me early in the morning. And now I have the charming operandas. I sit and watch the junkie, the drums, the pigs, the whores, fire green buttons, sitting on the wall. I wish the Christ that I had 15 more. And it's bendy 10 pounds, why you're doing, or wake me early in the morning. And the boys and me are drunk and looking for you. We leave your friggin' trails, we don't give a damn. My daddy was a blue shirt, my mother a madam. My brother earned his medals at my lie in Vietnam. And it's bendy 10 pounds, why you're doing, mother wake me early in the morning. On the first day of March, it was raining. It was raining worse than anything that I had ever seen. Say on the other side of the road, but you never know what we'll do. It was just like a gang of devils, and we're the boys from the County Hell. And it's bendy 10 pounds, and the boy you're doing, mother wake me early in the morning. And it's bendy 10 pounds, and the boy you're doing, mother wake me early in the morning.
Let's go.
For the great Shane MacGowan that was, for the great Shane MacGowan, may he rest in peace wherever he is hiding.
That's right.
He's probably up there with Ozzy Osbourne and Tiernan having the crack, doing lines of coke. Because that's what you do when you're Ozzy Osbourne and Shane MacGowan. Do you know what I mean?
Would you even need it if you were in heaven?
That's what I said, Tiernan I had to switch. Now, my friends, Pat's going to introduce the next tune now. It's a lovely song all about Dublin and Chicago.
That's right, Rich, and I wanted to get one in that would represent both of the cities we hail from. And Dublin gets represented in the first bit of the song, and then in the second bit I take you for a little walk down Sheridan Road into Lincoln Park and the likes of that. So we're quite happy with this CD. We hope you will be too if you choose to purchase it. And we thank you for coming out and listening to some pure Irish music as we are here in Murphy's and Sons Irish Bistro. So enjoy yourselves out there, get a drink, get some food, take some food home with you, whatever you want to do.
Now up by Hook's Castle and the ghost of old Seamus, and I'm looking over the glorious Killiney Bay. Now I'm passing the old Galloping Green and the ghost of Sean O'Riordan, and I head up to Tree Rock where Mary Ellen's uncle used to live, and I'm looking over Dublin Bay. See the gorse of rain. This is paradise, I've surely said. This is paradise, I've surely said. The see the gorse, the sugar loaf. These nights will help anyone holds on.
To the highest perch. See their broad shoulders are red. It's a hell of a town, I know it's been said. It's a hell of a town, I know it's been said. Walk the lake, stroll the park, let the city leave its mark.
There's a lovely old tune there. It's all about the ghosts that you see in the city you're from. And in Chicago, you have lots of ghosts here. And I love the story of the following. There's a school on the north side of Chicago, and they wanted to build a new school, but they wanted to build it on a swamp. And they knew that the mafia used to dump bodies in there in the 1920s. And Chicago, in their divine wisdom, the city, did not want to dig up that swamp. For obvious reasons, they didn't want to deal with all the bodies. So in the dead of night, they went in with dump trucks and filled in the swamp with cement. And that sounds like it was done in the 60s. That was 2019. So that one is dedicated to all the dodgy ghosts in Chicago. My friends, the next tune we're going to play is one that I learnt when I was 8 years of age in Ireland, in school, in a public school. This song is called Whiskey in the Jar. So my friends, this is all about a highwayman called Patrick Fleming from the 16th century, or wherever he was knocking around. How do I play with this? The guitar I was using for the guitar. Right, aim, go, three. Hey, go, hey!
As I was going over the purple penny mountains, I met with Captain Burrow and his money in his pocket. I first used my pistol, and then rolled my rifle, saying, "Son and deliver, for you are of the bold deceiver." There's whiskey in the jar.
Hey!
Counted out his money, and I made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket, and I took it home to Annie. She saw it and she swallowed, and she never would deceive me. They'll take the women, for they never can be easy. There's whiskey in the jar. Well, I went into my chamber just to take a little slumber. I heard the golden hills and you sure cause no wonder. But Jenny took my charges and she filled them all with water. I sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering, cold daddy
of travel. There's a land of footmen, and likewise Captain Farley. I first produced me pistol, I stole away me rapier. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. But sorry, back home, daddy-o, back home, daddy-o, is whiskey in the drink.
Oh, now there's some that take delight in the carriages of rolling. Others take delight in the hurling of bowling. We take delight in the juice of the barley,
and courting pretty fair maids in the morning light and early. But sorry, back home, daddy-o, back home, daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Anyone can name me is his brother in the army. I played in his station in Cork or in Killarney. And he'll go with me, we'll go roving in Kilkenny. And I'm sure he'll treat me better than me old Spartan Jenny. But sorry, back home, daddy-o, back home, daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. But sorry, back home, daddy-o, back home, daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whoa!
Thank you very much. Lovely clapping out there, you guys are great.
Gormila Mahogun, my friends, thank you very much. Gormila Mahogun. That means thank you in the Irish language. Now, the next tune we're going to do is a lovely song, and it's made famous by a man from the east coast of Ireland. His name is Sean McKenna. Now, this song, we're going to dedicate this to, I suppose, all the people in Gaza. Thank you very much. And we played a massive concert there back in November, and I believe us and several other people, we raised over $20,000 for the children in Gaza. Now, certain people weren't happy that we were standing in line with the Palestinian people. Those people could do whatever they want. But I know the good Irish people will always support the people who are being shafted, because I'll tell you why. That was us 170 years ago being driven off our land in the 1840s during the famine, which another word for that was a genocide against the Irish people. And that's why we are in solidarity with these people. And I'm not too sure if you're aware of this. It's got nothing to do with religion. Irish people generally are quite funny and atheistic and pagan, to be honest. Like, nothing to do with religion. It's just all about standing alongside the man or woman who's getting the shaft. Do you know what I mean? So this tune, anyway, is called Lots of Little Soldiers. Right? So, on that, 1, 2, 3. What you're calling me father's is as well. Oh, a little game he taught me that a story he would tell. He lots of little soldiers, as sure as the day will come. He set them into battle with the rattle of a drum. He put them up on the table, he marched them all around. He battled them with the cannonballs and watched them falling down. He lots of little crosses we laid upon the dead. We mashed up all the wounded and we sent them on to bed.
For a nickel or a dime, to buy some little soldiers hurt to while away me time. They were always there to kindly and supplying me with funds.
And some of them even let me play the soldiers with their sons. We put them up on the table and we marched them all around. He battered them with the cannonballs and watched them falling down. He lots of little crosses they laid upon the dead. He packed up all the wounded and he sent them home to bed. Whenever I went to the shop to buy me guns and tanks, the man there always smiled and patted me with thanks. If it wasn't for your soldier game, I don't know what I'd do. But you keep me business busy, son, so here's an extra few. We put them up on the table and we marched them all around. We battered them with the cannonballs and watched them falling down. He lots of little crosses he laid upon the dead. He patched up all the wounded and we sent them home to bed.
One day I bought some aeroplanes, but this is what I found. When I sent them into battle to help my
my soldiers on the ground. They bombed up every soldier when they proved a terrible flop. I had to buy another 100 crosses from the shop. We put them up on the table and we marched them all around. We planted them with the cannonball and watched them falling down. We lots and little bosses, we laid them on the ground. We packed up all the wounded and we sent them home to bed. I very much like to teach this little game of guns to me 14 lovely daughters and me 7 handsome sons. The man in the shop, he gave me a bomb and he took it off the shelf. He bombed up on me neighbours and me soldiers and himself. Hey you guys. Lovely little tune there, cautionary.
But Rina Mahago, my friends. Last night somebody asked me earlier, they came up and said, what's the sound you're doing there at the end of the verses? What is that? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of US foreign policy. That's what that is. There isn't a word to describe it. That's what that is. And if you read the news and you stay tuned in, you know that that sound perfectly fits. Because the current, let's just say, US foreign policy, it doesn't really help American people out here. I see a lot of homeless people out here. See a lot of old people dying when they shouldn't be. Just saying. So on that note, the next tune is called World on Fire. And this is a tune from the album. And Pat penned a lovely one on this one now. It's a lovely tune. And those who are interested, it's a jig. Made by a drunk person doing a reel.
Lovely.
Hey, go, 3, out!
Signals won't get much higher. What do you need? A telegraph wire to get the message that the situation's dire. Guess we'll find more foes and friends. Guess that means we can't make amends. Guess we'll have to follow internet trends. Try to kill each other, see how it ends. Guess we'll go our separate ways. Prepare ourselves for warfare. We'll find more fools and friends. Guess that means we can't make amends. Guess we'll have to follow internet trends. Try to kill each other, see how it ends. Guess we'll go separate ways. Prepare ourselves for war-filled days. Hell on earth will be the phrase, as all our lives are set ablaze. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks.
My friends, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a lovely old song. Once again, thank you very much. Those who've been buying t-shirts and CDs and all the rest of it.
We thank you, our families, thank you. And Murphy's and Sons, thanks you. We're doing a bit of business here tonight, so thank you for coming out and enjoying some Irish music, some Irish food, some Irish drink.
Thank you very much for coming out on a Labour Day weekend. You'll probably enjoy a nice barbecue instead of being here, but you chose to be here. So a round of applause to everyone for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. And those who brought VIP passes, don't be fucking shy. Come up here, I have a bag of drugs for you. That was a joke. I'm only messing.
The man does books like some people does drugs, so that's how it goes. He's got some Irish.
And if you think I'm joking, all those who I gave, this is real typical. You were in the IRA. Everyone who got a VIP pass, I have a picture of them, so I know who you are.
Know what you look like. We can find you easy.
That was the thing the IRA used to say. They would come up to you and just say, I know who you are. And they did. Anyway, this tune is called A Nation Once Again, my friends, written by the great Thomas Davis, a great Irish patriot. So this goes out to you, Tomas. Hein, do, tree, car.
Boyhood's fire was in my blood. I ran all ancient freemen for Greece and Rome, who bravely stood 300 men and freemen. And then I prayed I might see the banners rent in flame, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. A nation once again. Well, it whispered to that freedom's ark, and service high and holy would be profaned by feelings dark and passions vain or lowly. For freedom comes from God's right hand and needs a godly train, and righteous men will make Ireland a nation once again. So as we grew from boy to man, we put us to that bidding. Our spirit of each selfish plan and cruel passion ridding. For lost, I hope someday to wait, or can such hope be vain? When our dear country will be made a nation once again. Nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
My friends, thank you very much. A lovely old tune there. Huh? So, as Pat was saying early on, we are the Chancers. We play anywhere, anytime, once the money is right.
That's how it goes.
We love playing Irish music, that's all we do. We love playing Irish music, we're Irish people, so it's very easy for us to sing about Irishness. And we feel kind of like we're representing an ethnic group when we're up here, which we fucking are. We don't shy away from it. So on that note, we're going to play a tune that's about two of my favourite counties in Ireland, Galway and Dublin. For no real reason, and they're both just great crack. Top points in. What was it, Westmeath, did you say? Westmead's a savage county as well, actually. I've loads of good times in Westmead. Anyway, this tune, my friends, is called The Rocky Road to Dublin, which is one of the most notoriously difficult songs to sing. So, if you have any issues with the song now, I'm going to give you a slap afterwards, alright?
So you can hop in on the chorus to give us a hand if you want. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road all the way to Dublin, whack for la-di-da. Right? You got it? Okay, good.
And off to reap the corn, they were I was one. Put the salt back on the banish house, and on the ground the pair of blows, rattling low with the bugs, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road. The Dublin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin and whack for la-di-da. In Mullingar that night a resting limbs, so where we started fighting like this morning light and early took a cup of the pure, kept me heart and sinking, that's a paddy's cure. Never is on for to get to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while. At me curious wanted to set your heart above and asked me was I hard, wages I required. I was nearly tired of the rocky road, the Dublin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin and whack for la-di-da. Well, in Dublin next time I thought it's such a pity to be so soon deprived of you and Frenchy cities, so then I took the stroll out among the quality bundle it was so. In the locality something crossed my mind, when I looked behind the bundle could I find upon me sick a wobbling choir down the road, said my God of God, wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road, the Dublin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin and whack for la-di-da. From there I got away, me spirits never fail and landed on the quay. As the ship was sailing, Captain had me roared, said no room Paddy when I jumped aboard. Cabin fell for Paddy, down among the pigs, made some handy legs, and some earthy jigs. The water around me bubbling off the Holyhead, wish myself was dead, better off and sailing on the rocky road, the Dublin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin and whack for la-di-da. Liverpool, and we tightly landed, called myself a fool. Took no longer stand it, but began to pour. For I was losing power on there and time. There began abuse, and I was so sensational in the island of Wight. All my boys were by, so I had to hum in the lift and out of way. Going in the afraid, if we came away for the rocky road, the Dublin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin and whack for la-di-da.
Thank you very much, guys. Lovely stuff out there. Good clapping, good clapping.
Thank you very much, my friends. There was a very funny lad came up to me earlier on, and he said, "Is that just vodka?" No, it's just water. Amazing that people would think we'll be just drinking straight vodka. Just
See, I thought it was poaching.
funny, isn't it? Anyway, what's the crack? Do you like some of the flags that we have flying, do you? You mind that? So we've got in trouble loads of times for flying these flags. Never once in Murphy's we've been ever told to take it down. So round of applause for the Murphy's people. Especially James, because James is sound. James is a good man. Now the next tune, my friends, is called Met You in Thailand. Has anyone ever been to Thailand? No one ever been to Thailand? Highly recommend it. Thailand is a class country. And Thailand is where I met my wife. She's not Thai, it's not an Asian bride, if that's what you're thinking. The wife's over there. Anyway, this tune is all about how I met my wife, basically. And it's a lovely tune, it's on the album. And it's a great opportunity for me to show off and show you that I can play jazz music. Right, Met You in Thailand.
Yeah, horse.
chords, Dominic. Now look at these jazz chords. You're getting a stiffy listening to these chords. You up in Buenos
Icelandic ash bucket here. Took the 145 back to Kauai. We began the rest of our lives. And the day it came, and the day it came. Met you in Thailand. Met you in Thailand. Met you in Thailand. Met you in Thailand. Ended up in Ho Chi Minh City. Then we're off to the San Riyadh. Heaven sent off to Chicago. Two kids in a gaff and all the rest. And the day will come. And the day it came. Many in Thailand. Many in Thailand. Many in Thailand. Many in Thailand. Well, I mean, I'm all good. So if you have a husband or a wife, tell them to go write you a song about you, you know what I mean? It goes down very well. It goes down very well.
That sounds stressful.
And if you're musically talentless, just buy them a dress or a ring or whatever shite you're supposed to do, you know what I mean? Anyway,
I'd say that would be easier going and buying something than writing something like that. So very well done there.
the next tune we're going to do is a lovely song and it's dedicated to everyone who has ancestors from County Mayo.
Sometimes we play places and it gets very quiet during that, so I'm glad we hear some shouts. Good God.
Now, if any, anything about Mayo, huge rivalry between County Mayo and County Dublin. It's a sports rivalry. So this particular tune emotionally is very difficult for me to play. Especially the very last line, of which I may stop playing and have to shed a tear. So on that note, this tune is The Green and Red of Mayo.
Oh, the green and red of Mayo, well, I can see it still. Those soft and craggy boglands and the tall shore. Ah, the feeling it comes over you to stay forevermore, It's got rolling coastal waters. You can see from Patrick's Peak, where one Sunday every summer the pilgrims climb the reef, where St. Patrick in his solitude looked out across Blue Bay, and without again of his bell called the faithful there to pray, there to pray. Would you take me to Clare Island, the home of Grania Whale? Its waters harbor fishes from the herring to the whale. And now I must depart it, and reality it's plain. May the time not pass so slowly, till I set sail again, set sail again. Oh, the green and red of Mayo, forevermore. Listen close, you'll hear Dublin say Mayo. Let's say it again. Up Mayo. Ay, 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 gracias, Tony. Muchas gracias. We got Tony on the cowbell over there, so it's lovely behind the bar. Do take good care of the Murphy staff, because they're great people all together, lovely people, as they take good care of you, huh?
On the lads. Now, to go from one lovely county, County Mayo, to County Galway. This next, yeah, indeed. This one now is dedicated to all the women from Galway who joined the IRA. This is called The Galway Girl.
Well, they took us home on the old long walk on a day, met a little girl and we sat to talk about the IRA. And I asked your friend,
What was that now? What'd she say?
hey, what would you do?
Join the IRA.
Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue.
Oh.
And I knew right then
She was in the ride
I'd be taking a
of the
whirl
arm of life.
round the southern palm of a Galway girl. I never regretted the decision that I joined the IRA. We were happy there when the rain came down. I joined the IRA. She packed me up to the flat downtown to talk about the IRA. And I asked her, Rich,
What was that now?
hey, what would you do?
Join the INLA.
Her hair was black and her eyes were blue. So I took her hand
Right now.
and I gave it a twirl.
Sentex.
And I lost my heart to the Galway girl. I never regretted the decision that I joined the IRA. Whoa! When I woke up, I was all alone.
I joined the IRA.
And a broken heart and a ticket to Belfast. So I asked your friend,
What was that now? What was that?
hey, what should I do?
Join the ride.
And her hair was black and her eyes were blue. See, I traveled around
London town.
been all over this world.
Blow up the palace.
I've never seen nothing like a Galway girl. I never regretted the decision
tune when someone requests that at a wedding and they don't know which version we're going to play. It's very funny when a bride starts dancing and we get to the rabbit.
Thank you, young man, for the
You know
thumbs
yourself.
up.
Now, the next tune we're going to do is another one from the album, and this one we've contributed to the Irish canon of folk music big time. This is a tune called History Lives On, and it's a funny thing when you see other people playing your music. But this tune is all about the Irish Civil War. So this is dedicated to the great Liam Lynch, the great Michael Collins, and the great Louis Marriott.
On the lads. On the lads, hi.
Young Lynch saw the two Kents, two absolute Fenian gents. They marched through for Moy, now heroes of the young boy. Now Tom was barefooted, William marched them sure-footed. The Fenian lads lit up the Rubicon.
For young Lynch. For young Lynch. Young Macklin, now Michael the Woodfield, Patriots history revealed. It was Sanjay the blacksmith, the spell of Paddy men. It was Liza and Master, showed him how to shatter the times and all. The shite bag empire for young Mihal. Mihal, stories of the times, stories of the rallying ball. Stories of the times, stories of the rallying ball.
Now thought of the lore, my elder Marie and more. Took a look for myself when the book's on the shelf.
What the times had done, and the barrel of a gun should keep them out of heaven. They never did repent. They never did. Stories of the times, stories of the rallying ball. Stories of the times, stories of the rallying ball. Stories of the times, stories of the rallying ball. Stories of the times, stories of the rallying ball. Thank you very much, guys.
Well, I mean, I'm all going, my friends. Thank you very much. Thanks very much, boss.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks very much. I'm awful. Last night, someone came up like that. Nice man giving us a tip. And a lovely woman came up and she put money in it. And it was only a couple of ones. And me, I was like, the fuck is that? I guilted her. She took out a 20 and put a 20 in. That's the problem with Dublin people. We say exactly what's on our mind. Chicago people are like that too. Chicago people are definitely, especially when you're driving in traffic. Jesus, it's brilliant. Does anyone love driving on 294? I love it. No speed limit, it's brilliant.
That's the shoulder that doesn't have the speed limit. You're not supposed to do that.
It's like cowboys and Indians at 294. That man knows what I'm talking about. Right, this next tune is dedicated to all the women, especially the women that cause trouble. This is called Eileen Og. Eileen Og just means young Eileen. And yeah, any dodgy women in the house, it's for you. Who said that? Right.
I don't think you want to know who said that.
Eileen Og, now down in Ireland's name is. Through the barney, her features they were famous. If we loved, well who was there to blame us? Or wasn't she the pride of Pentramore? But her beauty made us all so shy. Till one among us would look her in the eye. Boys, oh boys, that's the reason why we're in corner by the festival. I didn't know we had to start to pay ever since the day I wanted to find a way. I didn't know there's nothing she can say, but we're gonna make the buy a festival. Whoa! Friday at the Fair in Manitoba, I met McCart the cattle jobber. He like said, we mark upon the rubber for a solo way to fight a festival. He never seemed to see the girl at all, even when she always lived from underneath the shawl. Looking big and massive, well, she was looking small, looking for the fight of the war. I know we had to start gray ever since the day you wanted to fly away. I know it's good for something to say, but we're gonna make the fight of the war. How it went wasn't the beginning. Well, you know, we spent the part of winning. How we just got on the winning for the fight of the war. So she didn't know a girl that would knock you in the fits. With that remark, now waiting on the wits. The upside of the road, shaking how the fucker sits with his hammer around the fight of the war. I know we had to start gray ever since the day you wanted to run away. I know it was good for something to say, but the matter make the fight of the war. Boys, oh boys, we gave it time to grapple. Oh, me eye, no idea what's the apple, but now I see her running up the top. Can't speak your mouth and bet the wall. Boys, oh boys, to keep it what I say. When you're in the corner, take the make no mistake. You want the road, not the use, look the other way. Cause the most is like the fight of the war. I know we had to start gray ever since the day you ran the far away. I know it's good for shit to say, but the man like the right of the war. We're giving me all the movements. We're giving me all the movements. Thank you very much.
There's another, next tune now is another song about dodgy women. This one is all about dodgy women who lead men up the garden path. Men do that to women as well, but women are just better at it, I suppose. I'm only saying that from experience. I'm joking, my wife is there, that was a joke, she's right there. I'm slagging off the women. Guys, this is the Black Velvet Band. Clap if you can.
Apprentice to trade I was bound, and many is the hours sweet happiness have I spent in that little town. What sad misfortune came on me, which caused me to stray from my land, far away from my friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, intending not long for to stay. When who should I meet but this pretty Colleen, come tripping along the highway? Well, she was both fair and handsome.
Was she? Jesus.
And her neck, it was just like a swan's. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty Colleen, and a gentleman passing us by.
Sounds sketchy.
Well, I knew she meant the undoing of him by the look in her roguish black eye.
Met her on Tinder.
I told what she took from his pocket,
She's a pikey.
and she placed it right into my hand.
Eat it.
And the very next thing that I said was, and look to your black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and you think she was queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, The next morning I had to appear. Oof. And the judge, he said to me, young man, the case against you is quite clear.
Fucking British justice.
We'll give you 7 years penal servitude
Right.
to be spent far away from your land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and you think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all of you jolly young fellas,
And women.
and a warning, just take it from me.
Listen to Pat now, listen.
When you're out on the town on a tear, me lads, beware of those pretty
Don't
colleagues.
swipe right or left.
They'll feed you up with poaching
Jesus.
until you're unable to stand.
And ketamine.
And the very next thing that you know, me boys,
The boys
you're
now.
landed in Van hand. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Thank you very much, guys.
Now on our album, we had there's 4 languages being spoken on the album. 1 the Irish language, 2 English language, 3 the Russian language, and 4 the Spanish language. That happened by accident. But the last tune was a Spanish song that Pat wrote, lovely tune. But Pat said we can't have the last song, the Spanish song. It has to be the Irish language. So he wrote a song called Anguelpa, which is another story. We'll explain that later. But this next tune, Pat's going to describe to you what this tune is all about, and he'll dedicate it to who he wanted to be dedicated to, I suppose. Is that right, Tony?
There you go, Tony. Tony, we got the Spanish one coming soon. So anyway, if you've ever been down to Mexico and seen the border area there, you know what a desperate place it can be. And just hope that everybody's getting a little better down there, and that we treat each other a little bit better along the border. Make sure these kids get across safe and sound, you know what I mean? Or stay the way they are. And so basically all of the drug dealers and people smugglers can go to hell. And that's basically what this song is talking about. The retribution that will be upon them someday. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
It's fucking terrible what happens in this country, in the desert. Fucking families, children dying of starvation in Arizona and, you know what I mean, New Mexico. It's just a sin. How that can happen in the richest country in the world. Shame on the government of the United States for allowing that to happen. Unreal.
Thank you, sir.
That
Thank
shouldn't
you, sir.
happen. And you know why it shouldn't happen? Because they're fucking making it happen. They're allowing it to happen. That's a sin. And on that note, my friends, the next tune is the Mero. And the Mero is dedicated to all the characters from my hometown of Dublin. But we've dedicated to a few characters in here. Because there's definitely a few characters in this room right now. And I won't point at anyone, but I can smell you. Right.
So you're talking about me. You sound good.
Somebody under the bed, where can it be? I feel so very nervous. I call for Johnny. Johnny lights the candle, but there's nobody there. Dilly-eye, out goes she. Who's giving up, still turning? Children at the play. I'm in and out of Clarendon Street, I'm in and out to play. I haven't played for 20 years, or sung a happy song. Since playing went with innocence, and the devil played along. I'm on the lads of the album block, and we're nothing to bellow. Hey, now who's your man? It's only Johnny 40 culture, he's a decent man. And I used the buses with his golden key. Hey, hi, diddly, I go she. My father was a stater, my mother loved to tan. She loved her laughing her sausages, her soldier fancy man. Now Nora's up in Jacobs, and Mary's on the town. And they joined the Transport Union when they sent me arse and clown. Oh, now the lads of the album block, you know it's up to the middle. Hey there, who's your man? It's only Bernard walking, sure he's the decent man. When I use the buses with his golden key. Hey, hi, diddly, I go she. Well, I'm a tenor for the Mero, me pump for money's head. Me bangers in the morning, me longers need a patch. I clean there's a Mary, me name is Cisco Kid. And Jesus, let's come Martin, I hope he's no in the match. Now me uncle had a wolf out, he never had to be. But Harry went and snatched him down on E.P. And now I have me primo, his scapulars are a blue. For helping the black babies and Donny Fawcett too. Oh, la la la! Yeah! We all went up to the Mero, hey there, who's your man? It's Brendan Keener walking, sure he's the ginger man. Bang shoots the buses with his golden key. Hey, hi, diddly, I go she. Changing since the dinner was blowing down. When it went to violence, affecting young the town. We used to solve for differences by digging match in the jar. But now we're playing bang bang, that's going to be far. We all went up in the middle, hey there, who's your man? It's only me guardian angel, and the large one if you can. There's money from being Russian, so now it's a holy hour. A memory of indulgence, and another baby power.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thumbs up to you as well. Quick on the draw, yeah. So anyway, the next song we have coming up was made famous by a man named Hamish Imlock, and he's a fellow that's had a heavy influence on Christy Moore and Luca Bloom and a bunch of others. He had this song that basically is a hangover cure. And it's about a lovely little couple in Scotland, and it's Harry, Mary, and a man who went off to the Foreign Legion and didn't want to be with her anymore because she had become pregnant. So we did a little run job on her, but we'll see how the song goes, right?
Right, this is dedicated to all the hairy women. Any hairy women out there? some people are into that thing. Fair play to them. Fair play to them. Fair play
That's
to
how
them.
they come, man. They're supposed to have hair.
Now this tune is called cod liver oil and the orange juice, which of course is a hangover cure for people from Glasgow. That might explain why they sound like the way they do. You know yourself. But anyway, this is dedicated to the hairy women, and the woman in the song is called Hairy Mary. And
Hey, fair play to her.
your man clapping over there is into hairy women. Fair play to him. On to Hairy Mary now. Whoop! Out in the east, there came a hard man. Oh, all the way from Brighton. Glory, hallelujah. God liver oil and the orange juice. Then we went into the pub and he came out paralytic. Oh, creepy and cider. What a hell of a mixture. God liver oil and the orange juice. Does this bus go to the Irish bistro?
I think it does.
Oh, I'm looking for a lumber. Glory, hallelujah. God liver oil and the orange juice. Now, oh now, Mary, are you dancing? Oh no, I shut away on standing. Glory, hallelujah. God liver oil and the orange juice. Now, oh now, Mary, you're one in a million. Oh, I sold your chances. Glory, hallelujah. God liver oil and the orange juice. Now, oh now, Mary, can I run you home? Oh, I've got a pair of Sanchez. The hell of a funny. God liver oil and the orange juice. Oh, now in through the back close and out through the dunny. Oh, it wasn't for the first time. Glory, hallelujah. God liver oil and the orange juice. And the mother came out. She was going to the clergy. Oh, I buggered off sharply. Glory, hallelujah. God liver oil and the orange juice. Oh, the hairy Mary, she had a little baby. Oh, the father's in the army. Glory, hallelujah. God liver oil and the orange juice. The hairy Mary, she's looking for her hard man. Oh, he's joined the Foreign Legion. Sahara under a camel. God liver oil and the orange juice. God liver oil and the orange
Thank you very much, guys. Can I have my harmonica back now? I don't know. You fucking mixed them up. I have no idea.
Don't fucking play with me now, see that? Right, my friends, we'll move on now to another lovely tune. And this next tune is a lovely Irish folk ballad, just like the last one, except the other one comes from Scotland. Would you fuck it? The next tune is called Homeboys Home, my friends. It's all about missing Ireland.
Well, we'll be a sailor lad sailing on the main, the king of the will of his captain's good name. But he came ashore one
was a beginning. Taught me how to love me and it's home, boys, home. Oh, I like to be home for a while in the old country, where the oak and the ash and the bunny rose tree are all growing greener in the north country. Oh, yes, before upon the bird to make the chimney. Likewise a handkerchief to tie it on me head. She tended to my needs like the young men have to do. So then I says to her, will you let me with me too? And it's always home. Oh, I like to be over the wild in the old country, where the oak and the ash and the bunny rose tree are all growing greener in the north country. Well, she took to tell me bed, making no alarm, thinking a young sailor lad could do to her no harm. So I hugged her, I kissed her, the whole night long, till she wished that the short night had been 7 years on. And it's home, boys, home. Oh, I like to be home for a while in the old country, where the oak and the ash and the bunny rowan tree are all growing greener in the north country. So early the next morning, the sailor lad arose, threw in Mary's apron a handful of gold, saying, take this, me darling, for the damage that I have done. For tonight, I fear I've left you with the daughter or the son, and it's home, boys, home. Oh, I like to be home for a while in the old country, where the oak and the ash and the bunny rowan tree are all growing greener in the north country. Oh, it could be a girl child, send her out to nurse, with gold in her pocket and silver in her purse. And it could be a boy child to wear the jacket blue and go climbing up the rigging like his daddy used to do. And it's home, boys, home. Oh, I like to be home for a while in the old country, where the oak and the ash and the bunny rowan tree are all growing greener in the north country. So maidens, a warning, take it from me, never let a sailor lad an inch above your knee. For I trusted one, and he beguiled me. He left me with a pair of twins, and I got lucky me, and it's home, boys, home. Oh, I like to be home for a while in the old country, where the oak and the ash and the bunny rowan tree are all growing greener in the north country. Thank you very much, guys. Lovely. For me, Mahmoud, my friends, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you again, everyone who's bought t-shirts and CDs. It means a lot to us. You have to support us by buying stuff from us. Don't be listening to us on Spotify. I like to call it Shiterfy. Absolutely useless it is. You get no money from that. But you have to do it. It's part of the music business. And then the next tune, my friends, we're going to dedicate to all the Irish people who died and who had to flee the island of Ireland during the Great Famine, right? Which it wasn't a famine, of course. It was an economic policy of the British government to murder 1 million of the Irish people. This is the fields of Athenry, my friends.
Home the prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, just so our young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. And by that lonely prison wall, I heard the young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, we rebelled, they put us down. Now you must raise the children with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round those fields of Athenry. Then by that lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling. As a prison ship sailed out against the sky, now she'll live in hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round those fields of Athenry. Round the fields of Athenry. Whoa! Lovely stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you. Great stuff. Love the backing vocals out there. 2 thumbs up. All right. Very good. Rich sometimes has to get in the zone and let a bit of anger out, a bit of aggression. Now, if you know much about Irish history, you know that the 60s and 70s were a terrible time. There was a great song, Ghost Riders of the Sky. And the people in the north, they have a habit, thank you sir, thank you very much. The people in the north, they have a habit of taking a popular song and turning it on its ear a bit and fixing the lyrics up so it has something to do with the struggle up there. And we have such a song now. It's known as the Sam Song. And Rich is now in the zone. Alright, Jesus, is he gonna play on the stool as well? Hop! Look at your man. Very good. Mokara would be proud of you there.
I dedicate this to Kneecap, my friends.
Yes, sir.
I have been a provo for 15 years or more. Our lights and Lorgabons, I thought I knew the score. Now we have a weapon we never used before. The Brits are looking worried, they're going to worry more. Chucky our
so long to go and flex and slow. With 100 corners like me, sure never was alone. So we heard the picks and sons will drive the blitz away. It wasn't long before, so we joined the IRA. Chucky and Love. Away, should have missed 100 more. Chucky our Lord, singing up the line. The voice says, down the silence in the sky. I spent 8 years in cages. I came to take it back. For though they locked away a boy, but I won't do it on mine. Only one that I learned by living their little cell. The kids will never leave us until they're blown away. Chucky our Lord, singing up the line. The voice says, come on now. All through those days of hunger strike, I watched my comrades die. When in the streets of Belfast, I could hear the wingman cry. I can't forget the massacre that Friday in Gaza. I stood me fallen comrades as I watched the chopper fall. Chucky and Lord, singing up the line. The voice said, well, I've been a while over from days to years. Spent our only money on cocaine and beer. Now I am returning with holy great store. Never will play the wild rover no more. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay. I'll never play the wild rover no more.
Well done, guys.
Chucky our Lord, my friends. Chucky our Lord. Bring it on.
Chucky on.
Chucky our Lord. Bring it on. You wouldn't need to go to LA Fitness after that one. You know what I mean there? Leave, how are you then? Leave. Go fuck all the way. Go fuck all the way. Come on, you want the jacks here. Take this.
Tick.
And the next tune we're going to do, my friends, is one written by the great Brian Warfield, who of course is the main man from the Wolfhounds. This tune is all about the Glasgow Celtic football team. Very good, my friends. If you know this tune, sing along. Normally we don't play this back to back to the Sam song, but fuck it, it's our album launch. And we'll dedicate this especially to the lads down the back who are big supporters of Celtic.
The Celtic lads, there you are. Very good.
Soundest lads ever. Not even joking. Right, hold on there. You put on the Celtic scarf first.
There it is. Very good.
Sweat me bollocks off up here. But anyway, sure it's worth it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, put a scarf on, that'll help.
Hey, I was far across the sea, When the devil got a hold of me, he didn't set me free. So he kept me soul for ransom. Na 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 na. See the jungle. Na, 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 na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. All the way to paradise. We love the jungle beat. That's where Great stuff, great stuff. So, we all going friends. Thank you very much. Up the rat. Up the rat, up your mat, up your dad, all the lads. That goes. It's a good one, isn't it? It's a good one.
You did promise somebody a Dublin song, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I was taking a slash there earlier on in the Jacks, and a man walked in beside me and he said, "Are you going to play a Dublin song?" And I said, "Just let me take a piss first." "Ah, no, come on, can you do it? You want me to sing in the toilet?" And that man, by the way, is over the other side of the bar and he's about 10 sheets to the wind. That means he's absolutely locked. But you see, the good man's name was Francis. You know? Anyone who's named Francis is always cool with me, you know? Anyway, this next tune is about all the women with big racks. It's dedicated to Molly Malone. I remember one woman actually came up to me. She said that was sexist. And I was like, bollocks that, look up the statue. She looked it up, and then she apologised.
She was like, oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah,
She
yeah.
apologised to me, yeah. Anyway, the floozy and the jacuzzi. Right, Molly Malone, my friends. Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, where I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh.
Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh.
Now she was a fishmonger, and sure was no wonder, for so was her father and mother before. And they each wheeled their barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh.
Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh.
Now she died of a fever, and no one could save her. And that was the end of Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh.
Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels. Alive, alive, oh. Thank you very much, guys. All the best. Get home safe. Love you.
Thank you again, Susan. Round of applause.
Thank you, Susan.
Everybody in playing there. Fair play to Susan there. Fair play. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. She's the one who keeps passing line. Huh? All men need someone to keep them in line. Just so you're clear.
Where would any of us be without a good woman, huh? Say the truth. Where are we off to?
Let's see. A Wexford song. You hear that sound in the background? Give up the hour now. Now, what do you think? Could we do a bit of ordinary man? Maybe ordinary man. Right, we're going to do a tune now. And oh, fucking hell, this is a brilliant song. We're going to do a tune for all the union people. Because without the fucking unions, we wouldn't have the weekend, and we wouldn't have minimum wage, and all that sort of shite. So, fair play to the unions. Don't get me wrong, some unions can be annoying. But dedicated to all the union people, my friends.
Hope you all have a very restful and happy Labor Day when it comes around tomorrow.
Actually, hold on there. Didn't you just know the union, the TWA? Do you know that union? The Transport Workers Union.
Sure, yeah.
Right. I only found out this week that was founded by a lad from in the RA. And in the 1920s, when they used to have strikes, the police would come out shooting at the protesters. But all the boys in the union were all lads from the RA. So they were like, fine, we'll fucking bomb you too. And that's why the union became so strong. Because all the main lads in New York were in the RA. Do you know what I mean? So, dedicate this to all the boys in the RA and the union. Ordinary man, my friends. I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing bland. I've had to work for everything I own. I never asked for a lot, I was happy with what I got. Enough to keep my family and my home. When they say the times are hard, and they've handed me my card, they say there's not the work to go around. And when the whistle blows, the gates will fight clothes. Tonight they're going to shut this factory down. They'll tear it down. I never missed a day nor went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I served the best I could. With a handshake and a check it seems so easy to forget. Loyalty through the bad times and through good. Now the owner says it's sad, you see that things have got so bad. The captains of industry won't let him lose. He still drives a car and he smokes his cigar. He still takes his family on a cruise. He'll never lose. Now it seems to me such a cruel irony. Now than he ever was before. Now my check is spent and they can't afford the rent. There's one law for the rich, one for the poor. Now every day I try to salvage some of my pride, to find some work so as I might pay my way. Everywhere I go, the answer's always no. There's no work for anyone here today. No work today. And so condemned I stand, just an ordinary man. Thousands beside me in the queue. I watch my darling wife try to make the best of life, and God knows the kids are going to do. Now that we are faced with this human race, generation cast aside. As long as I live, I never will forgive. You strip me of dignity and pride. You strip me bare. No work today. You'll never lose. And tear it down. Well, my morning friends, thank you very much. Anyways. Thank you guys to all the unions, huh?
All the good workers out there.
Right, the next tune is the last one from the album that we're going to do tonight. And this is an Irish language song. This song is called On Gaeltacht. And both my two children, when they were born, I made two albums. One album for the little boy, one album for the little girl. All original music, all in the Irish language. Because I can't really express myself talking, but I express myself with music. So when I'm long dead, they have this album just for them, of songs just for them. And I just thought that would be a magical kind of thing for a child to grow up in their 30s and 40s. To think, oh jeez, my elf fella made all this music for me in the Irish language. So this particular tune is for my daughter, and it's called On Gaeltacht. And it's all about the crack we have in the Gaeltacht in Ireland, which is where we go to learn the Irish language. So on that note, my friends, buy a CD and t-shirt.
Give me a round of applause, my friends. Thank you very much. Give me a round.
You guys. Yeah, if you're enjoying yourself in Murphy's Pub, then you know the type of thing that Shane MacGowan was talking about when he wrote the song Sally McLennan. And I'd like to do another one for Shane tonight, and because he was a great man, great patriot for Ireland's sake, and he never left the North, was always on his mind. And so we'll do Sally McLennan for you, Shane.
This is for all the big drinkers and all the drug takers. Fair play to you.
Well, Jimmy played harmonica in the pub where I was born. He played it when the night and at a peaceful early morn. He sold his souls and cycles and the men who had the horn. And they all looked very happy in the morning. But Jimmy didn't like his place in this world of ours, where the old remember tongue and sex when he had too many powers. So it's hard to see the grieving of the people he was leaving. The road for God was in the morning. Now we walked to the station in the rain. How we kissed him as we put him on the train. How we sang him a song of times long gone. How we knew that we'd be seeing him again. How it's hard to say, I must be on my way to buy me beer or whiskey, cause I'm going far away. And I to think of me returning when I can. The greatest gift of loser and the sign of the man.
Oh, I'm Shane MacGowan from Pulcon, Tipperary.
Well, the years passed by, the times have changed, I grew to be a man. I learned to love the virtues of sweet Sally McLennan. I took the cheers and drank the beers and crawled back home at dawn. Then I ended up a barman in the morning, where I played the bump and took the hump and watered whiskey down. I talked of whores and horses, had a man who drank the plow. I heard him saying Jimmy's making money far away, and some people left for heaven with a warning. Walked to the station in the rain. How we kissed him as we put him on the train. How we sang him a song of times long gone. Now we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Now it's hard to say, I must be on my way to buy me beer or whiskey, cause I'm going far away. I love it to think of me returning when I can. The greatest little boozer at the side of the man.
On the Shane MacGowan. On the Shane MacGowan. On the Shane MacGowan. Oh.
Well, Jimmy Macaroni was surprised that they were gone. He asked me all the details of the train that they went on. Some people they are scared to croak, but Jimmy drank until he choked and took the road for Cardinals in the morning. How we walked to the station in the rain. How we kissed him as we put him on the train. How we sang him a song of times long gone. Now we knew that we'd be seeing him again. It's hard to say, I must be on my way to buy me beer or whiskey, cause I'm going far away. I like to think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. Thank you very much, guys.
Have a great Shane MacGowan, my friends. What did you just say?
You're not talking to you, Rich. It's okay.
That's the start of a fight in Dublin, that is. What are you looking at? Only messing. Haven't been a phone in years. Actually, I remind myself, my wife last night, we were in Canada there a few years ago, my brother. And we were coming outside of an Irish pub. I can't remember what we were doing. But I took out my phone. And this lad came up to me, a huge lad. And Irish people, not the brightest sparks in the fire sometimes. This lad grabbed my phone. He's 6 foot tall. I'm 2 foot higher than a duck. Very small. And without even thinking twice, grabbed the phone, slammed him up against the wall. Bear in mind, he's 2 heads higher than me. And he's terrified. He was terrified. So Irish people are kind of funny like that, you know? Short tempers. So on that note, the next tune is Caledonia. We're going to dedicate this to all of our people online who watch us from Scotland. Of course, only the Irish Scottish. I have no time for the other fuckers. That's the Protestant ones, all right. They're the ones who came colonised us. Those ones. Those ones came out.
Ah, those ones. Right.
I know. I'm only messing. I'm not really though.
Well, I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me these past few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. So I've been telling stories and singing songs that make me think about where I come from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. So let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Well, I have moved and kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that needed losing, found others on the way. And I have tried and kept on trying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've traveled hard with conscience flying, somewhere in the wind. So let me tell you that I love you, and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room and the forest choir. The flames of gold can't get much higher, they wither now, they're gone. And I'm steady thinking my way is clear, I know what I will do tomorrow. When the hands have shaken and the kisses flowed, then I will disappear. So let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Well, we're coming to the end of our night here, guys, and we want to thank you for being out with us, and we want to thank Murphy's establishment for having us and their staff for working the night. So we thank you fine folks for being out with us, and we're going to give it a few more tunes, Rich Tard, huh?
Pretty good. Yeah, thanks again, those who came out and to support us. It means an awful lot to us. That 20 quid would be for all in out of the road, fair play.
Yeah, bless you.
No, joking aside though, fair play to you for coming out and supporting us. Those who got the VIP out, remember again, don't leave without coming up to me. I've got a pack of drugs for you. Joke. Look at that lad just looked up funny. As soon as I said drugs, look at the head like,
Wow.
I'm only messing. gas. But not really though. I remember I was doing a gig there about 3 weeks ago, Bray, County Wicklow, and I made a drug joke with cocaine. Brilliant. No one moved. The 4 boys in the back started shifting, really funny. You can spot them a mile away, you know what I mean? And yes, they were doing that loads. But anyway, speaking of cocaine, this next tune is called A Workman's Friend. And it's all about drinking Guinness. Pints of plain. Incidentally, I only learned recently, a pint of plain is a Guinness without a head on it. Is that mad? And back in the day, it was cheaper to buy that. Back in the 1950s and 1960s, to buy a pint of Dublin, a pint of plain Guinness with no head on it. And it would cost more to get the foam on top. Mad, isn't it? Yeah. So this goes out to all alcohols, right?
There you go. It was a lovely poem by Clan O'Brien set to music, so hope you guys enjoy it and you're enjoying your drinks. When things go wrong but will not go right, but you do the best you can. When life seems dark as the hour of night, a pint of plain, it's your only man. It's your only man, your only man. Well, a pint of plain, it's your only man. When money is tight and hard to get, though your heart is also ran, and all you have is a heap of debt, well, a pint of plain, it's your only man. It's your only man, your only man. Well, a pint of plain is your only man. When your health is bad and your heart feels strained and your face is pale and wan, and the doctor says that you need a change, well, a pint of plain is your only man. It's your only man, your only man. Well, a pint of plain is your only man. Now when food is scarce and the larder bare, and the rations grease your pan, and the hunger grows cause your meals are rare, a pint of plain is your only man. It's your only man, your only man. Well, a pint of plain is your only man. Now in times of trouble and lousy strife, they still can have a garden plan. You still can turn to a brighter life, with a pint of plain, it's your only man. It's your only man, your only man. Well, a pint of plain is your only man.
For a great Flan O'Brien, go right along.
To all the stout drinkers, huh?
And when this comes out, everyone knows what's going to happen next. And if you don't, God help you.
Thank you guys so much for being out with us tonight. It's been a pleasure to be among you. Thank you for clapping and throwing your hard-earned money and time and energy into this evening. It's been lovely. We hope you have a happy Labor Day. God bless you from the Chancellors, huh? All the money that I spent, I have spent it in good company, and all the harm that I done, alas, it was to none but me, and all I have done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the If I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town who surely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that we've had, now they're sorry for our going away. And all the sweethearts that we've loved, how they wish us one more day to stay. But since it falls unto our lot that we should rise and you should not, we'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for the chances. We love you. Thank you, Murphys. Gracias, Tony. Gracias, James. Thank you, guys. God bless you.
Round of applause for Pat. Round of applause for Pat there.
All right, Richard. Woo! Good old Richard.
Now, before you go, one more thing. Listen, Mark Zuckerberg is a prick. Listen to this. I need you fucking to open up your Instagram and follow us, because that prick blocked us from doing Facebook, Instagram lives. You need 1,000 followers. We made money off that. We have 920 followers. We need 1,000 to be able to do Instagram live. So please, I'm asking you, take out your Insta fucking face and follow us on Instagram, my friends.
Very good.
It will go a long, long way. And if you meet Mark Zuckerberg, tell him that Richie's looking for him, alright?
Kick him in the shin for Rich.
I'm sure he's a lovely fella.
He's brown bread,
I'm sure
yes.
he's a lovely fella. Right, my friends, and a big round of applause for Murphy's Irish Pizza.
Hey, Murphys!
Right, guys. Right. Ihawa, safe home, my friends. We love you all.
All the best.